Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel, and just a very quick message to apologise for a quality control issue. The wind noise in this clip was just so atrocious and noisy that you can barely hear a word we're saying. In fact, all you can make out is this.
Oh, is yours alright? My name's Ben, over BMW M3, and it's absolutely lovely like.
So because of that, we'll just jump straight into the video, first with Ben telling us a little bit about the modifications he's done to the car before I take it out for a drive.
So Ben, you say you've had this car about 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, I mean, what have you? Well, firstly, how did you come about actually buying this? Because it was sort of out of the blue, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mentioned this in one of my videos. I've always wanted an E92 M3. I wanted one before I had my Z4 35IS, but the enormous road tax put me off. What I like to do when I'm at work, there's a site which I have access to called Dealer Auction. So I essentially go on there and I search for dream cars and cars I can't afford, Aston Martins, Ferraris, and an E92 M3. This one came up from BMW Dorchester. It didn't meet its reserve price, so I found out who had it, made them an offer and bought it from there. And then obviously we had the lockdown, so I had a lot of time to myself and was very bored, so I've done quite a few mods to it. I put the M4 style kidney grills on. I had the front bumper repainted as it was very poor by the previous owner, and of course the number plate holes filled in. I also wrapped the little kind of surrounds on the bonnet, the mirror caps and the side indicators. The wheels were in awful condition. They weren't curved, but they were just chipped and peeling. So I had all the wheels powder coated with a new set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's put onto it. I repainted the steering wheel and added the red button and the red start button. Spacers all round, 15mm on the back, 12s on the front. Black M3 badge on the boot. Carbon fibre spoiler and the 2.5 pipe OEM exhaust mod, which has enhanced it very nicely.
The M3, the E92 M3 is probably, in my opinion, the best looking M3 made. Yeah. I know the E46 has aged tremendously well and it is a good looking car, but for me this just really takes the biscuit. And yeah, what you've done to it, the spacers especially, black wheels, Silverstone blue paintwork, carbon lip, carbon roof, it just looks amazing. It
looks so much better than the day I bought it because it just had so much chrome on it.
Yeah.
And the bodge job of the bumper and the chrome grills.
No,
just looks horrible.
It's absolutely stunning, and there is a fantastic soundtrack, as you can imagine, that goes with it as well. So I guess the next thing for us to do is really get it on the road, hear what it's all about, and yeah, have some fun. Okay, so here we are inside the M3, and quite surprisingly I'm on the right hand side in the driver's seat. Ben's very kindly agreed to let me drive it. I guess it's the best way to experience it though, isn't it?
I must be mad, if I'm honest.
I like that.
It's nice.
It's a nice red button as well.
Yeah, I'll put that in myself.
Full transparency, I have just driven this car off camera because, well, on camera, but on your
for my channel, yes.
For your video. So I've had a little feel of it already, but I'm excited to share my sort of impressions with this car with you guys in this video, sort of about if this is the best M car I've made. Now, again, full transparency, this is the only M3 I've ever driven. Ooh. Driven the M2, driven the M6, driven M140i's, I've driven a few various, you know, Z4Ms and stuff, but never actually the M3. So to be honest, I'm not qualified at all to give an opinion on if this is the best M3, but I just love the way these things look. So let me give some sort of driving impressions. Now, instantly, what I was gonna say is, we've obviously chatted, and I've chatted on the channel a lot about the fact I'm getting this new daily. Now, one of the front runners for that is a M240i.
Okay. Never driven one, but they're much more modern, so.
But I'm sort of looking at around 20 grand for one of those.
Right.
And these, you could get a really nice one for 20 grand.
Oh yeah, like competition wheels. They sit a bit lower as well. You can get like a pearlescent white paint for that kind of money.
Yeah, so
they're just so nice.
I'm instantly thinking, like, should I actually be looking at something like this for my daily? But then would it just be a bit too much? And also, you guys behind the camera, watching on YouTube, would you be more interested watching my documentation with an M3 as a daily, or a newer M240i? That's what I'd be interested to know. And I don't know, it's yeah, because instantly driving this, compared to the M240i, for example, this feels a lot more special already. It's a lot more luxurious. It's got more options to it because it's the ultimate M car. And obviously it's that price point now because it's older. But
haven't they held their money well?
They have, and I can see why. It's so nice in here. I think DCT is the way I'd go. I'd need to drive one of them, I think. But yeah, it's just in my head. Like, actually, should I be looking at older cars like this for my daily? Yes, it's a V8 and tax is like 600 quid a year. Should, you know, would that actually be better than M240i? Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. Really, today I just want to get a feel for this. So we've got a manual gearbox in this car, obviously. You like the manual in this, don't you?
I do like it. It's very engaging. Obviously, you can do heel and toe, rev matching, and when you do it yourself and you get it right, it's very like that.
Like that.
It's very rewarding. And when you're on a twisty road, just throwing it through the gears, it's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to this road back here that we're going to go back on. It's got a few nice bends on it. So let's
I believe I did scare you a little bit.
You did. You'll have to go and watch Ben's video, guys, when it goes out. It won't be out just yet, but yeah, he got some passenger reactions of me literally the first time I jumped in this car. And well, it's fair to say he gave it a little bit of a pushing.
Yes.
And I wasn't quite expecting that, Ben, from you.
Well,
considering you drive like Miss Daisy most of the time.
Well, that's the local roads near my house. I'm going to ignore that.
So you know.
And I know them like the back of my hand. As long as no squirrels jump out in front of me, or even if they do,
that just happened to me though, didn't it? And I didn't brake. I decided evasive action would have been
Today's the day. He's lived long enough.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so immediately we've just been driving in comfort mode. This, like the M6, has got the M button and also a power button, but I believe M is just configured to, there we go, increase throttle response.
I felt that. I thought you'd driven over it.
Yeah.
Bump.
It's stiffer. Does the steering get a bit weightier? I think it does.
Yeah, in normal mode it's very light. I suppose everyday use, isn't it?
And you start to hear a little bit more of that soundtrack as you go up through the RPM. It's one of those cars immediately you can sense, yet we know it's naturally aspirated, but it wants to be nearer the top end. It's happier when it's singing, this car, isn't it? And actually, third gear, 4,000 RPM, 50 to 60. Actually, that didn't really prove my point. I was going to say it's fairly manageable, but that was very fast.
Yeah. It's only when you look down and look at the numbers you think, oh dear.
So we're in a 50 zone here, so let's go down to 30 miles an hour in fourth gear. You guys should be able to see it on this camera. Fourth gear, 30, slight downhill. Yeah, it's very nice progressive torque, but you can feel as we go up through the rev band, the acceleration's actually exponential, isn't it? Let's see how it is. Very nice. Very, very sensitive throttle, actually. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's great. I'm just loving being able to experience it from the passenger side.
Are you actually? Or are you just saying that?
No, I actually quite like it. I'm a decent passenger, unlike you, to be fair.
I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible.
Go on, lad.
I think you know what's coming, don't you?
I do, yeah.
40, 50, 60, 60, 60.
61.
That is fun, isn't it?
That is good. Oh man.
Yeah, I love it, mate. This is more fun to drive than the M240i.
Oh really?
Yes, 100%. Because there's more. Obviously, we're very involved here because we've got the manual gearbox.
You drove that quite recently as well, didn't
Very recently. This is naturally aspirated, so it's just more rewarding to drive fast. The M240i, because it's got all that low down torque.
Yeah.
You just want to upshift, you know, sooner because there's no need to rev it out. The max power is like halfway through the rev band, whereas this is right at the top. So this is more fun to drive, and it's got enough torque that you can just daily it. I think with the DCT,
it's not got an enormous amount of torque, this car, and I think M3 owners do kind of moan about that.
yeah,
But it's usable at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's usable power.
I feel like it's very boring though talking about that when I've sort of got 420 brake horsepower under my right foot. It does sound great. I think I would definitely do something to the back box.
I want you to buy
I'd get
one
rid
of
of it.
these so I can experience
sounds
it
like.
straight through.
Because you know exactly that's what I'll be
you've
doing.
always been the person in our kind of friendship to do stupid things like that. First gear. What a dirty sound.
It is, isn't it? It's a nice way of describing it, to be honest. It's reassuring to drive. It's not as threatening or scary to drive as I thought it would be. It might, you know, I'd probably be saying something different if it was raining. But
It's very fun in there.
it is. I think you're on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, aren't you? Which
they're so
obviously
good.
extremely grippy. Valentino Rossi's just gone past there. But it handles tremendously well. The ride quality is not even jarring, even in M mode. And it's not so fast that you're terrified to use all the power.
No.
You're going some silly speeds when you get to the top of third, for example, but it's manageable, it is usable, and you can really enjoy it, even just third gear. Just enjoy that little bit of torque. And the gearbox is nice to use, really nice to use.
Nice short throws, isn't it?
Nice short
I think
throws.
it sounds great around the kind of 2000 RPM mark. When I go through villages and that, and I have it just very slightly kind of creeping up the RPMs. Just that general
little purrs.
It's so nice.
It's wonderful, it really is. And I also love the speedo goes up to 200 miles an hour, which is awesome.
Autobahn
But yeah,
feature
little
testing.
purr. Yeah, it is.
We got a bit of a treat on them now. It's very nice.
It's very nice, isn't it? Couldn't end this video before giving it one last little blast. Got a slightly more open road here. Oh my goodness, oh mate! I'm not gonna lie, I just felt something then.
What?
When we got, no, not with the car.
What, like a spark within you? Is this
Yeah
something
mate, it just
really-
gave me a fizz.
like it really deep.
Oh no, you know what? It's when you get above 6,000 RPM.
Have you gelled with it a bit more now? Now
Yeah.
you're about to end the video.
Yeah.
You've really gelled
Mate,
with
that
it.
was, I can't explain, that was really weird.
Yeah.
6 to 8,500 RPM. You get the top end, so the power's all there. It's fizzing, and you actually feel the vibrations of it, because your exhaust hanging off. No, it. I don't know. Yeah, that just felt. That just went. Yeah, that was.
That's mad. Your reaction's crazy.
That was awesome. You've got to rev this car out to enjoy it properly. But like I say, it's nice. It's nice to use. You know, gently as well. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I felt it.
It's
Well, it kind of
just-
pops, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh God.
It does that. When you're really on it, it kind of hops, which is really weird, but it's a bit of drama, isn't it?
Mate, I like that. that feels really nice. Yeah. That's why I don't think this car is like the Daily, because
It's too special.
it's too special. Yeah, no, but like it's I'm gonna want to just do that all the time, way too much. and it'll become more of a car that I then think, shit, I don't want to drive this every day, I want to save it, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas something like an M240i, yes, it's a super special car, it's really fast, super capable, but it's just that little bit more with the turbos, torquey, a little bit more comfortable, and you don't feel the need to just rag it everywhere, because it's got a few more gadgets and stuff that you can play around with. Whereas this, after doing that, I'm like, screw this fourth gear cruising, like, I just want to get up in that rev band and just thrash it. For 15 grand, mate, what a proposition this car is. I mean, if you want to go higher mileage, you can get them for closer to 10. But yeah, 15 is probably the sweet spot for something like this, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to stop driving it. It's one of those cars that you just, it's one of those cars that right now I just want to drive to Scotland. Yeah. Right, mate, look, I'm going to pull over and give you the keys back before I get carried away, because it is tremendously fun and I'm already looking forward to the next time I get to drive one of these. Wow, that's all I can say really, mate. I very much enjoyed that.
I'm glad.
It has exceeded, to answer your question, yes, it's exceeded my expectations. After that incident I just had, under acceleration, there's something about this car which is really special.
Yeah.
It's the engine and it's the way it revs. Yeah, I'm like, got nervous excitement energy now. I just want to...
You're buzzing, aren't you?
Yeah, man, this is sick. Better than the M2. It is like one of the better cars I've driven out of recent times. But is it the right car for me now? I'm not sure. But is it the best M car, M3? It's got to be up there, hasn't it?
Yeah, they are good, aren't they?
They're all different. They're all good for their own reasons. But yeah, this is something special.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Ben, for allowing me to experience the car. I've really enjoyed that. And maybe I need to try out a DCT just before I pull the trigger on my next daily. Yeah, nothing to say other than thank you and wow. I've really enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments, of course, guys, what you think below about this car. I don't think many of you will have much negative to say, but what would you think about me buying one of these as opposed to something a little bit more modern? Would you be interested in that, or would you rather see me get something that is more of a traditional daily than something like this? Yeah, I'll leave it with that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks again to Ben for arranging this. Make sure you go over to his channel, where in the coming days you'll be able to see a video featuring my reaction from that side, which is equally exciting, let's say. So make sure you go and subscribe to Ben. All of his links are in the description below. But yeah, for now, guys, thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you very, very soon.